Hey, what's up? It's me, Stephen Platinum. Getting good response already from the Naja against versus ERC from Platinum Championship Wrestling video. This one was sent to me. It is Eric Silva and Austin Towers. I would assume a promo segment where they're going to do a contract signing. I fucking hate contract signings. I did look at Larry Goodman's report, and apparently this was an incredibly clever way to do a contract signing. I hope that is the case. I try not to read that much more about it once I decided I was going to cover the segment. I see that it's almost 20 minutes long. Fuck a duck. 19 minutes, 39 seconds. I will say offhand, I'm going into this thing with a bit of a negative vibe because it is so long. And I'm wondering if they could really make this worth it. Because that means, offhand, that one of two things is likely the case. And maybe it's going to shock me, but I just want to put this out there right from the beginning. My expectation is that it's either people being too indulgent and going too slow and long with things, or there's just so much gaga that happens in the course of this thing where multiple things are happening to get it to 20 minutes that it makes me very trepidatious and nervous. Just letting you know. And if you send these things to me, especially if you're involved in them, just know I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna fucking tell you what I think. And sometimes people don't like how critical I am, but the ultimate goal in these things is to find teachable moments. And not all teachable moments are just, see this thing they did, it was really great and unique, and you should learn from that. Often, teachable moments come as a result of things that don't work or things that I don't like. I'm going to put this obvious caveat on the front end. These are my opinions and what I think. I don't know why I have to say that, but people may need to hear that on the front end. All right, that's enough fucking gilding the lily. Let's fucking get to this shit.
Ring announcer James Hardy, perhaps jumping the gun here. Oh,
Motherfucker.
there we go. ProSouth Commissioner Amy Haven.
So I assume
Amy
Amy
saw
Haven.
what happened with security earlier.
I gotta rewind because I didn't hear it. Here we go.
Ring announcer James Hardy, perhaps jumping the gun
Person
here.
cleaning.
Oh, there we go. ProSouth Commissioner Amy Haven.
So Amy Haven,
Amy saw
Pro
what
South
happened with
Commissioner.
security earlier. Well, James being a true gentleman.
Decent response. Chant for Amy.
Amy Haven nominated for Female Performer of the Year for 2020. Congrats.
A little nod that she was nominated for Female Performer. It's good. It's a nice setup by Amy and decent mic work there.
Okay, did I hear right? This is for
One thing I don't care for, but again, it's a choice that they've made, which is to not present this thing serious as a heart attack. I see the title there. I like that they're holding it there. Is that I assume that's the YouTube Championship. Why is he holding it? I don't know. But it's not for me to know.
I believe Friday, February the 13th.
I believe so.
February 12th, my apologies.
Yeah, don't show up on the 13th.
So Eric Silva, who I guess is the challenger.
Don't tune in on the 13th. Yeah, you can tune in on the 13th. But everyone's going to be talking about it live that night on the 12th. So yes, February 12th, Valentine's Day Massacre, a signature.
And the commentator, Shane Knowles, doing a great job making sure we know February 12th, Valentine's Day Massacre. Eric Silva is going to come out when goddamn he's supposed to on his song. I like that. Even for a contract signing, do your shit, do your entrance. Time to get ultra picky. I like how he's dressed. Glasses, Looks like somebody, uh, maybe a slightly ill-fitting shirt, but at least it's a nice shirt, and the watch is a good look, and he makes sure you see that watch. Steve, you're being so fucking picky. Am I? I mean, would you, if I was to do some kind of segment that did not involve wrestling, how would you expect me to look, right? And that's how Eric Silva looks. He looks great. Glitchy, glitchy. What the fuck? Um, I like that he got down off of the ramp. I'm assuming he's doing that because he's going to do his sort of lap around the ring and interact with the audience, which I find really interesting. Yes, he is. Touching hands with everybody. Contract signing is one of the few times where I like that. I don't like that in the course of a match, but in this case, it seems entirely appropriate. Interacting with everybody. It lets me know who he is, and he does this thing. That's a thing that he does apparently. He's a left-hand path guy. Cameraman right on it, catching this good shit. God, the camera work at ProSouth is so good. And the commentator's doing a great job not talking during this part. I think that's great. Shakes hands with the commissioner. Does a little flinchy flinch to the ring announcer. What the fuck was that? That's funny. Not a lot of talking, just letting the moments speak for themselves, which I like. Got Austin Towers now. They are doing a good job of making this thing seem like a big deal. Okay. If I broke down what Silver's wearing, let's break down what Austin Towers is wearing. He got a dress shirt, untucked. Why would you fucking have an untucked dress shirt, you motherfucker? The jacket's nice, the pants are nice, the scarf thing I like. It's definitely like it's pro wrestling's version of dressing up, which both of them have done. Where it's like we're not just wearing a t-shirt, and some jorts or some bullshit, right? Like this is an event, and we're appropriately dressing for it, and I like that. It's these touches that make things seem bigger than they are, and that's what you're going.
The chief is here.
The chief is
Hopefully
here.
we can get pinned to paper, and we'll have our main event, the Valentine's Day Massacre.
Shane Knowles doing a great job again, setting up what we're doing and what we're here for in case somebody's tuning in late.
What a main event that's going to
I like that
be.
he's got Towers written on the sleeve of his jacket. Small touch. Or is it a hoodie? I'm an asshole if I'm wrong. It is what it is.
The pen is truly mightier than the sword. Hopefully both these men are on the same.
I like that both of them did the same thing. They kind of did that around the crowd, and then they come in the ring. And the crowd's saying his catchphrase. That's
was the longest reigning ProSouth champion ever.
what does it say about?
The left-hand path.
Oh, Eric Silva was the longest reigning champion, and they're both members of the left-hand path. Does Towers do the left-hand path thing though?
All right, guys. As you saw last week, Eric Silva beat the clock, so he will have a chance at the title on February 12th for Valentine's Day Massacre.
Way to promote.
Silva! 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 Silva!
Crowd split 50-50 on this. They love both men.
They know what they like.
Yes, they do, Amy.
So let's go ahead and make this official, guys. I'm gonna let you guys sign the contract. Make sure you read over it real well and sign. You got anything to say?
Read over it real well and sign. It's a small thing.
I don't want to disappoint anybody, but this isn't going to be one of those contract signings where the table is split and everybody starts fighting. We don't have a table, so we're definitely not doing that.
Funny little thing there. It's like I don't want to disappoint anybody, but this isn't going to be one of these things where we're flipping the table. We don't even have a table, and it's it shows that Eric Silva is relaxed, and the pen falling out of his ear sucks, but it's not a big deal. And he picks it up.
But even if we did have a table, it wouldn't get flipped and we wouldn't come to blows because unlike the majority of the people that I face, that he faces, Austin Towers is not an enemy. He's an opponent. They're not always the same thing.
He's an opponent, not an enemy. They're not always the same thing. It's a nice line. I like, this is going to sound really nitpicky, but this is what I'm here to do. I like Eric Silva's voice. How many times has there been a wrestler that looks imposing or looks athletic and you want him to be more and then his voice just lets you down? Eric Silva, his voice does not let you down. And also, he's got the crowd captivated enough that they go completely silent when he speaks to listen. That's important. They're both left-hand path guys. I got you.
I forgot about the left-hand path.
Now, I'm sorry if I don't want you to think I'm getting soft on you, but I knew
That kid crying, holy moly. It has to be addressed. It has to be addressed because that kid crying is taking over everything. Now, Eric Silva's got a bit of the happy feet. He's moving around a lot. That's a very indie wrestling thing. It's one of those things you want to take out and not do unless it's for a discernible purpose. But if you're walking around too much, again, it's just not as good a look as standing and delivering. You know?
what did you do to her?
He addressed the kid thing with a great joke. What'd you do to him? Right? Crowd laughs. He addressed the elephant in the room. Everybody had a moment of levity about it.
Showed her James Hardy's match.
Commentator gets in a good little joke that it's the fault of the match before.
Somebody gonna start today. It ain't gonna be me. But back to business. I don't wanna get soft on you, but I knew.
So he addressed it. The crying died down, and then he says, back to business, and now we're back in it. It's a very nice way to deal with a difficult situation during his promo. Handled very well. He doesn't come across as a heel. He doesn't pull focus away too much from what they're doing except to address the thing that everybody hears. And now you get back to it. Nicely done. And again, that seems like a minor thing. It is not. It is not. It's well done.
4 years ago, 5 years ago, when I made that phone call to you, that at some point you were going to be standing in this ring holding that title, and you deserve it.
Puts the champ over. You deserve that title, but I'm the one who got you in 5 years ago. Subtle.
But so do I.
But so do I. Nice.
For the better part of 300 days, there wasn't a man alive that could take that title from me. It took an umbrella and a Judas to get that done.
It took an umbrella and a Judas.
I'm not how it went down because it is what it is. You and I just happen to want the same thing.
Do you see, though? Let me say on the one hand, everything Eric Silva is saying is good and it's delivered well, though I hope that he turns it up later. If he's starting here so he gives himself somewhere to go, I think it's pretty much a pitch perfect promo. But the wandering around is taking away from it.
At the same time. And when this is all over, when the dust settles, regardless of who witnessed, I want you to know this will not affect our friendship. Friendship is too small a word. This will not affect our brotherhood at all.
Oh, I like it because I was just like, oh, he didn't really deliver the line about the friendship, but it's because it's as if he stopped and thought about it and said, no, we're closer than friends or brothers. Very nice moment, Very well delivered.
So with that being said,
Gets a chant.
being said, let me put my name on this thing before they change their mind.
Very classy words by the challenger and former ProSouth champion,
Yes.
Eric Silva.
And he's showing that he's reading it. I love it. Who reads the contract? He does. He's smart. He's classy. He's clean. I know everything I need to know about Eric Silva. It's good. Look at the cameraman's right there. He doesn't pass it to Towers, he passes it through Amy. That's good. It gives her something to do. It makes her look as important, or at least important in this whole process, which it should.
Mr. Towers, that just leaves one thing left to do.
Your turn.
Silva, Silva, Silva. Right. 5 years ago, to be quite honest,
I like this body language already. What this tells me is Silva was totally classy and calm about this thing. And totally classy about this thing. But with with Towers, excuse me, with Austin Towers, it feels like there's a little bit of edge to this, that he's a little bit upset about this. And that is, as they would say in scene work, that's the tilt, right? Eric Silva set up the stage of, it's cool, we're still brothers after this, blah, blah, blah. And that's well and good, but it's not compelling. But it's not his job to be compelling, it's his job to set the stage. It's now on Austin Towers to give us the tilt to make this match more compelling.
you thought that I would be holding the title. To be quite honest, I didn't think that I'd be here.
Oh, you thought I'd be the
It's
title.
you that I'm able to stand in the middle of this ring to call myself ProSouth heavyweight champion.
So Austin Towers is giving full credit to Eric Silva. Okay.
Out of everybody in this business, I have a lot of respect for a lot of folks, including the people that I beat. But at the top of that list, that's you.
Happy feet. He's got it too. You see how it takes away from the presentation. You have to hold your ground, cut your promo, direct your attention where it needs to be directed to. And if you're moving your feet, it is only for effect. It's because you're walking up on him to deliver a line of importance. That's one reason that you may move your feet. Other than that, you're standing and delivering. You're taking all the energy you have and you're delivering it through your promo and where you're looking. Any energy that goes towards your feet moving and your body moving is wasted energy for what you're trying to accomplish. Does that make sense?
And I want you to know that. I respect you more than anybody in this world. Hey, can y'all, fix this mic?
Oh, he catches Amy and the ring announcer talking, and so Towers, in a little bit of an edgy moment, kind of goes, "Hey, can you guys stop talking?" I like it. I didn't like when anyone interrupted me. I just told a story on Patreon how, the person who was taking pictures at PCW kept saying smart things during my promo. So I went down there and I smacked the shit out of him. And people couldn't believe it. But I demanded the fucking floor when I had it. I love that Towers is doing that too.
Out of everybody in this business, I respect you the most. But let's not get that twisted.
Aha. So what your expectations for a promo, which they're delivering on, is when you're saying a bunch of nice things, at some point there's going to be the conjunction but. And that what comes after that is, in one sense, erasing all the nice things that you said before. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. It's perfect because we're waiting for that shoe to drop, and now he's dropped it. Now Here's the tilt that we need for this match to be a different kind of thing.
With all the respect that I have for you, that's just the amount of seriousness that I am about keeping this ProSouth heavyweight championship. When I realized the potential that you saw in me, when I realized that potential, I knew what I had to do. I knew that I had to go through all types of trials and tribulations, giants, monsters, technician masters, all in this ring. I had to go through all kinds of obstacles to get where I am right now. I'm going to say this like this. You are my brother. But when it comes to this title, when it comes to being the chief of ProSouth, you're going to have to bona fide kill in this ring to get this off me.
You notice that when he finally stops moving his feet and he's taking up the literal center of the ring and he delivers that line, you're going to have to kill me to get this off of me. It's a line that could feel like a bridge too far, but we'll buy it because he's delivering it effectively. You want to do that throughout your whole promo, yeah? But he's hitting the major part, which is, dude, you're going to have to kill me to get this off. Now we're 11 and a half minutes into the 20 minutes. Okay.
I'm going to put this company on my back and I'm going to take it to heights because y'all know
His energy's going up.
right now, right? Now, I don't mean to give myself a big head, but that started because of me. Me and Joe Biden, we came here, we put our lives on the line, and I showed the entire world that I mean business, and that is exactly why I am the ProSouth heavyweight champion. And to the day that I die, I'm going to hold this son of a gun 10 feet in the air, and I'm going to tower over every opponent. And if that has to be you, I will do so.
I like it. See, he gave himself. Eric Silva didn't take his really up. And he wasn't supposed to because he's giving that moment to Towers. But Towers did take it up. I love the line, I'm going to hold this 10 feet above my head because he's 7. Arms 3 more, I got you. Until the day I die. Wow. Big, strong declaration.
No hesitation. So with that being said,
That being said,
Both men bearing their souls about their past, their present, and their futures.
he takes a look.
Understanding that love, it's there, but this is business.
Left hand path. They're chanting.
Reviewing the terms.
Reviewing the terms.
Adding
Yes.
his signature.
Thank you, commentator, for telling us what he's doing with signing it.
It is official for Valentine's Day Massacre. Silva versus Towers.
That's good to set up what exactly we've signed. Yeah.
There it is. That is official.
Silva does a subtle thing there. I'm going to go back and show you. Go back about 15 seconds.
Massacre.
Watch Silva once he hands over the contract and they have the moment of squaring up and shaking hands. Watch what Silva's eyes do. He looks at the title, he looks at Towers. He looks at Towers, he looks at the title, he looks at... His eyes are going back and forth. What? How do we first begin to covet, Clarice? We covet what we see every day. Don't your eyes go to the things that you want? That's right. Whatever you want, that's where your eyes go. And Silva's showing us, I want this title. I'm looking at this man in the eye, but I'm also looking at this title. And that handshake, they go from, partner there, pal, handshake to this handshake, which signifies more of a familial relationship. We're close friends, we're brothers. Yeah.
I apologies. That is February 19th, tentatively scheduled.
February
Start
19th.
music.
ProSouth! Left hands up!
Trevor,
Let's do left-hand path. Let's do the left-hand path thing together. They should have made that more obvious and more clear. Should we do the left-hand path together? I mean, they should make that, they should gesture, is just in case people can't hear them. Should we do the left-hand path thing together? And then Towers goes, why not? Right? And then we hear that. You have to be overt and obvious. As they say, play to the back of the room. It's important when you're wrestling. It's more important when you're doing promos and non-wrestling work, to make sure everybody understands when you're gesturing. This is theater, right? You have to go big. You want to do the left-hand path together? Why not? Let's do it. And Tower starts to do it. That way this interruption gets a bigger reaction.
Trevor, I'm cutting off the music.
Second time tonight, the Gothic Gangsters cut someone off.
Trevor Aon apparently has been an asshole already. Now he's going to be asshole again. I'm feeling it. It's like,
Now what you ain't gonna do is act like I ain't beat Ben Buchanan last week. Now what you ain't gonna do is act like this is a little beat the clock. Nah, I ain't trying to beat the clock. Every single time I've been in this ring for the ProSouth Championship, who got pinned? Not me. Not me. No, I didn't get pinned. So we're not gonna pretend like by default, since this my house, that Trevor Eon don't belong in every ProSouth title match. I don't care who the champion is. It can be you, it can be you, it can be this silly looking person over here with the ugly face.
Left hand pass. Left hand pass. Left hand pass.
I like his reaction to left-hand path chant.
Girl, you wish. So what you're gonna do to rectify this situation, what you gonna do is advocate.
He's being demanding. Everybody up to this point, Eric Silva, Austin Towers, has been accommodating, acted like gentlemen. Now, Trevor Aon comes in demanding. The energy is shifted. He's clearly being the heel in this thing.
Hell to this match at Valentine's Day Massacre.
I even like the staging, which is Silva and Towers are still kind of in their respective corners in the ring. He hasn't gotten in the ring. He's demanding all the attention go to him.
That's what you gotta do.
Said, so Towers asked for that mic. And now Trevor Aon, by just a simple body language thing of being happy, putting his hands on his hips, is like, I'm going to get my way. I'm going to get in on this match, which is what he wants, right? He's expressed what he wants, why he thinks he deserves it, and now he thinks he's going to get his way. Stop the happy feet.
You got a lot of excuses for someone as talented as you are. For someone who has gone out of the country. For someone who has been ProSouth champion, all-out champion, who has done everything here in ProSouth. You've got a lot to complain about.
So basically, Towers is calling him out for complaining. Like, why you got you've done everything. You've wrestled overseas, yet you're complaining. So he's putting him over, but then turning it back to, so what are you complaining about?
We understand. But every single time the ProSouth championship has been on the line and you've been on the map, you have failed. Whether it be someone else getting pinned or you losing, you have missed out on every single opportunity, and yet you have the gall to come out here and demand like you own the place. That's cute. That's real cute. ProSouth, is that cute? Do you think that's cute?
ProSouth, you think that's cute?
So you know what? As the champion, now hold on, man.
it's a small thing, but him calling the audience ProSouth, it's inclusive in a way that they try to be when they say WWE Universe and all that nonsense for the fans. He's accomplished it, Austin Towers, much more by just calling the audience ProSouth. ProSouth, is that he's calling to them like they're the Greek chorus? Is that okay? Is that cute that he's basically demanding all this stuff?
A little stipulation. Am I allowed to? Am I allowed to do that? So check this out, Trevor. You want a Pro South Championship match? It ain't gonna be no triple threat. I'm tired of triple threats. If I'm gonna beat you, it's gonna be one-on-one. On one condition. You got a match tonight. Daniel. If you can do the same work like you did last week against Ben Buchanan.
See, and he's putting over the fact that he wrestled Ben Buchanan and won, which I think is really great. And it's a thing that makes sense. You want to be part of a triple threat? Well, I don't want to do triple threats. I'll take you on one if you can beat Danny only. It certainly seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to ask.
I'll personally see to it that you get a Pro South Championship match. I'll put it on the line.
And he keeps referring back to Amy, who's the powers that be that could make that happen ultimately, which I like. It makes sure that we understand that Amy's the one that has the power to ultimately make the match, but that Austin Towers is kind of making a deal that makes sense. Silva's now mad. Silva's like, you're kind of cutting me out of this thing.
Eric Silva has something to say.
Silva not done yet here.
All right. Now, I'm about tired of the whole triple threat thing, too. Sick of it. But, like you said, you got a match tonight, win it. You win it, I would like to hear it. You'll jump in this triple threat with us. I've been looking to put you down again anyway.
Oh.
Silva's saying, I'm kind of tired of the triple threat thing too, but I'll tell you what, you win that match, then I will let you into our match for a triple
Finished
threat.
business between the Ghost and the Gothic Gangster.
I'm out of boss.
One thing I would critique Silva for is he needed to match or exceed the energy that Trevor Aeon and Austin Tower puts out on the mic. Otherwise, it feels like a bit of a come down. And this is supposed to be like the penultimate point of the promo, I would guess.
What do you guys think? If Trevor wins his match tonight, should he get another shot at Valentine's Day Massacre?
Hard to argue his resume.
You and Danny only tonight. You get one chance and one chance only. You beat Danny only, you're in.
What an announcement from Amy Haven. If Trevor wins tonight in the main event, he will be added to the Valentine's Day Massacre main event.
Despite both challenger and champion being tired of triple threats, they recognize Trevor Aeon maybe quite possibly deserves to be in this, had that same opportunity.
And now they do the pose together that they were going to do.
Look at that show of respect with a fist bump.
So we've got our title match for the Valentine's Day Massacre card on the 19th, I think.
That'd be the case.
And we have a little bit of intrigue with Trevor Aeon. We put some chips on the table for his match with Danny Only, and a possibility that he could also be involved.
And Trevor Aeon versus Danny Only, don't miss it.
Okay, the commentator, she's not annoying me as much as she usually does. Okay. Overall things, Eric Silva has to turn up the energy a little bit. Both of them, Austin Towers and Eric Silva, need to get rid of the happy feet. Plus, I thought that it was a little wonky that it's like Towers agreed to, like, I want to take you on one-on-one. So, but then I kind of get it too, where it's Eric Silva's like, no, you can get in the match with us if you win. I would have loved to see a reaction from Towers that was overt about that, because in a weird way, it's Eric Silva kind of outfoxing him. So I would like that kind of gamesmanship to be recognized. Other than that, I thought it was perfectly good promo. You know, that's a very long segment, but they got a lot done there, and they did. It didn't feel rushed, and it felt engaging too. And the crowd, I think, enjoyed it quite a bit. So, success, guys. Nicely done. I'm going to end this now because we're going on 35 minutes. Holy balls.